What's good YouTube, Dawson here from JD Hunters, back with another video. And today we're going to be starting a little bit of a new sort of mini-series on the channel. So last year, at the start of the year, I made a video of my 2021 wish list, top 10 wish list for S.H.Figuarts. Figures that I was hoping they were going to make during the course of the year. And a couple of them did get made, which was super cool. But this year we're going to do something a little bit different, and it's not even going to be a wish list just for this year. So what we're going to be doing, you can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be part one. I'm going to go in chronological order for all of Dragon Ball, and I'm just going to do a top 10 wish list of figures that they haven't made from that part of the anime just yet, that I'm hoping they're going to make, just some different ideas, stuff like that. So today's video, part one, is going to be the top 10 figures from the OG original 1980s Dragon Ball that I'm hoping they're going to make. I only have 4 figures right now. Definitely a few more that I need to pick up that they've already made. But yeah, I think there's still a lot of characters left that they haven't made that I would love to see. So we're going to be going over those today. Now, before I start the list, a couple of things to get to. Number one, if you're new here, you like Dragon Ball, you collect S.H.Figuarts, I make a ton of Figuarts videos here on the channel. So please hit that subscribe button. We are so close to 1K. So go ahead, hit that button. Number two, as always with these type of videos where I make a list of figures, I love reading the comments, hearing what figures you guys would want to see, ones you agree with me, ones you disagree, whatever. So please leave a comment on this video. I'd love to see what figures you guys would want to see made from the original Dragon Ball. Number 3, for those of you who have been wondering where my collection update video is, it is long past due. I'm sorry. There was like a 2-month period where just nothing changed. I didn't get any figures, didn't really rearrange anything, but I promise you guys, this collection update that's coming is going to be the biggest one yet. I've rearranged almost every shelf. I'm going to have the most new figures from video to video. I've got some coming in this week, some coming in a couple of weeks. So it's going to be worth the wait, I promise. Thank you guys for your patience. And yeah, if you like this type of video, make sure you leave a like. Like I said, I'm going to be doing, it's probably going to be a 5-part series. And without further ado, let's get into number 10. So number 10 on this list is going to be Goku from the final tournament. Now you may be thinking, how many Gokus do we possibly need? As many as possible is the answer. I think I have probably close to 10 different Gokus, and I will keep buying more. He is the main character. He's my favorite character. Yes, it is cool to get you know, the more unique characters, but in my opinion, at least, you can never get enough Goku. So if you guys don't know what I'm referencing, I'm sure there will be a picture on the screen, but I'm thinking of him from like that very final tournament of martial arts where he ages up. And then I'm thinking like post-fight with Tien, where he takes off the black undershirt, the wristbands, the boots to like shed the weight. So he's barefooted, he's got no sleeves. And then that's also kind of the version of him that fights Piccolo at the end. And I think too, you could use that Goku if you wanted to recreate a fight with him with Raditz and Piccolo from the very beginning of Dragon Ball Z. I think it's just one sort of aesthetic version of Goku that we haven't gotten yet and that I would love to see. So yeah, that's number 10. Number 9 is going to be the first appearance of YAMCHA, I'm going to call it, Desert Bandit YAMCHA. So not him in his like orange Master Roshi school gi. I want him from the very beginning of Dragon Ball, when he's, you know, paroling the sands with Puar. He's got sort of more of a dark green outfit. Yeah, that's where we were introduced to the GOAT, YAMCHA. And I really like that outfit of his. You could definitely recreate some classic scenes with him, Bulma, if you have that blue gi Kid Goku, and another character that I'm going to be adding on the list in a couple of spots. So yeah, I mean, we can't get enough YAMCHA, right? It's like Goku, YAMCHA, the 2 best characters in Dragon Ball. Alright, number 8 is going to be Tambourine. Super weird name. I don't know what the vibe was there. That was just kind of like all those little henchmen were like musical instrument names. Yeah, Tambourine's the only like super memorable one. He, of course, do I need to say spoiler warning? I mean, the show's been out since 1986, so if you haven't seen it yet, I mean, yeah, I mean, he kills KRILLIN, and that's like, that to me was like, oh my god, like I did not expect that to happen at all my first time watching through Dragon Ball. This guy was badass, man. He was, you know, always with Dragon Ball, each new villain just kind of reaches a new pinnacle of power, but, you know, this was the guy who we hadn't seen anything like this before. Like, he seemed unstoppable even to Goku, who always seemed to rise to the occasion. So yeah, he was super dope. The wings, he had like the martial arts pants. I don't know, I really loved his design. I think he would look great, like the colors would really pop as an S.H.Figuarts. You could kind of pose him up with the Demon King Piccolo, which I do need to get as well. All right, number 7 is going to be Oolong. Oolong, would he look great as an S.H.Figuarts? Probably not, but he's such an imperative character in like the original Dragon Ball, and he kind of just disappears as we go into Dragon Ball Z. Like, we just don't really see him anymore. He's not the greatest character, but like when you start watching Dragon Ball, it's Goku, it's Bulma, and it's Oolong. Like, he is a part of the big three. You know, he's kind of the third wheel, I get it, but he does play a major role at the beginning of the series, and really throughout the original Dragon Ball, he's just always there. So I would like to see him in his like first appearance gear when he's got like kind of that little army outfit on. You could also do him in his like white tank top. Yeah, I don't know. It would be a small figure. I think it would be a pretty cheap figure. Maybe you throw him in, kind of like they did with Chaozu and Tien. Maybe you throw him in with an updated version of Bulma, like maybe Bulma in the bunny suit. I didn't have that on the list. I feel like we've gotten enough Bulmas from the original Dragon Ball. I'd rather get one from Super or Z or something. But yeah, I feel like we need Oolong to complete, you know, the OG Dragon Ball vibe. All right, number 6 is actually going to be a 2-pack, as I just alluded to, and it's going to be Yajirobe and KORIN. Now, I really only want KORIN. I really liked KORIN, especially during that first like training arc between him and Goku. Like I said earlier, it's just like the power levels continue to ascend. It's funny, like, that at one point KORIN seemed like the most powerful character in all of Dragon Ball, and it just, you know, to where we are now, I don't know. I always think about that when I watch the OG Dragon Ball. Like, the levels that we've gotten to with Dragon Ball are pretty crazy. But yeah, KORIN and then Yajirobe. We did get that tiny little Yajirobe with the Great Ape Vegeta figure. But I think a full-size one is justified. I think he played a pretty big role in the original Dragon Ball, and then even at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, and then I think just including a little KORIN, he doesn't even really, I mean, articulation would be nice. And then some sort of maybe little sensu bean action going on would be pretty cool. But yeah, that's my number 6. All right, number 5 is the Pilaf gang. This is kind of cheating because it would technically be 3 figures, but maybe, I mean, Shu and Pilaf are so small, I feel like, and they haven't really done this. They've done kind of the pseudo 2-packs with like Chaozu, like I said. But maybe they do a 3-pack, like even if it is like a $100 release. I think it would be worth it to get all 3 of them in one, and kind of again like they did with Goldo is another example. But yeah, give me Pilaf and give me Shu, man, and maybe a few accessories, little weapons, of course, the 1-star Dragon Ball that they have at the beginning. Even just give them a full set of Dragon Balls would be kind of cool, and give them maybe a couple of different weapons. I don't know, but they are really like the first villain we're ever introduced to in Dragon Ball, and then they kind of stick around as kids in Dragon Ball Super, which I always found weird, but hey man, is what it is. It's also super weird that Mai is like technically fully grown, and then little Trunks is hitting on her. Just saying. All right, number 4 is Kami. Again, at one point seen as far and above the most powerful character in all of Dragon Ball. Is kind of irrelevant compared to where we are now. Obviously, he ends up fusing with Piccolo in Dragon Ball Z during the Cell Android saga. But yeah, I think Kami, again, was really important in the original Dragon Ball. Goku just kind of kept elevating. He outgrew each teacher. And Kami was kind of the one that he never really did outgrow until he like grew up at the end of it. But yeah, I would love to see a Kami figure. But yeah, nothing I could really say, nothing crazy that he would really come with. You'd probably just put him in that like standard pose holding that little staff that he has, but I do think he'd look cool, and I do think he is important to your overall Dragon Ball display. All right, number 3, we're going back to that final martial arts tournament arc, and that is Chi-Chi. We've only ever gotten one Chi-Chi figure. It was from the original Dragon Ball, but it was her as a kid. So what I would like to see is from that very final martial arts tournament where she shows up also fully grown, just like Goku. And we don't really know who she is when she first shows up. She's really angry at Goku. And it turns out that it's Chi-Chi. I really liked her look at the end of Dragon Ball with that like blue gi. I'd love to recreate her like fighting Goku. I think that would be cool. And I just also think we really need a grown-up Chi-Chi figure. Like, I don't know if they'd make one for Z or Super. But I think if you're gonna make one, it would be cool to make it for Dragon Ball, because you know she was actually fighting at that point. It was kind of cool. So yeah, I love Chi-Chi as a character, and I would love this figure for sure. All right, number 2 is going to be first appearance Krillin. Now, you may be saying we already have a Kid Krillin figure. That's true, But if we think about the Kid Goku figure, we got the orange gi, and then we got the first appearance Goku, which was him in his blue gi. Now, I honestly don't love the blue gi figure. Like, I really want it, obviously. But I wish they made it more true to the animation style where he's like really short and round. He just looks so funny. And he does grow up a little bit, like the orange gi being a little bit taller makes sense. But I wish they made him and Krillin were both in that same like style where they're just like these little balls of humans. But you know what I'm saying? They look really short and stocky. They look really funny, the animation style. So because we already have the blue gi Goku, like I would be fine with them just doing a repaint of the Krillin we have so that they still scale properly. But I want him in that sort of like with that white shirt. And I also want him to come with the milk crate and the turtle shell. Now because the original blue gi Goku didn't come with one, I think it would be really cool if they sent 2 milk crates and 2 turtle shells with Krillin. It would jack up his price a little bit, but then you could like attach it on to the blue gi Goku and recreate them both like running with the milk and the turtle shells. That was honestly one of my favorite arcs in the original Dragon Ball. Super underrated, I think, that training arc with Master Roshi. So yeah, first appearance Krillin, we're gonna call it. I think that would be an awesome figure. All right, we started with Goku. We're gonna end with Goku. I think honestly, Kid Goku might be my favorite like version of Goku ever. It's like for me, it's Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, it's Majin Vegeta, and then it's Kid Goku. He was so funny, but he was also like just badass all the time too. So let's go to that final big battle, not final big battle because there was the tournament after, but the battle with Demon King Piccolo. I want that like battle damage version of Goku, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So that classic like still from the anime is him with the fist raised out and he's like shooting right through Demon King Piccolo. So I would want it to come with the hair part that like folds down because he's like flying through the air. The shirtless version, maybe a little bit of blood on the arm. They never seem to do blood, maybe they're not allowed to, I don't know. But kind of scuff him up in a way, the ripped pants, whatever. And then you could do the regular hair too if you don't want to recreate that specific scene. But I just think a battle damage final battle Kid Goku would be awesome, just to be able to like perfectly recreate what I think was like the best battle in all of OG Dragon Ball. Alright guys, that is going to do it for part 1 of this video. Like I said, if you did enjoy this one and you want to see the next few parts, I'm going to break down the different sagas in Z, and then I'll probably just do a Dragon Ball Super one all together at the end. If you do want to see that, make sure you leave a like. And as always with these types of videos, I love to hear your comments, so let me know down in the comments below if there's any figures I missed, or if there's any figures on my list that you would also really want to pick up. So yeah guys, thank you for all the love, all the support. Like I said, we are so close to 1K, so if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please consider hitting it, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.